morning. I'm Robert Watson with the Gods of Power.
Okay, my name is Kent Bauman, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about tax credits that consumers can gain by placing solar systems on the rooftops and ground mounts around their homes. A lot of confusion about this, a lot of questions that come up. It's probably one of the more difficult concepts for a lot of folks to master, so I'm going to spend just a little bit of time explaining how it all works. The U.S. government and the IRS has established an investment tax credit, also known as a solar tax credit, which enables homeowners to be able to receive tax credits worth up to 30% of the value of a solar investment on their home. This was an act that was initially passed in 2005, but Congress extended in late 2015. And as the visual you see on the screen shows what the amount of that tax credit is for each year going into the future. As you see, through 2019, through federal tax returns filed in 2019, that credit is worth 30%. And then it slowly dissipates in the years following that in 2020, 21, and 22. So in order to benefit from a tax credit, the customer needs to be paying taxes. If they're on fixed income, Social Security income, for instance, or disabled veteran income, they may not be paying taxes, so therefore the tax credits would not be worth anything. But for most of us, we do pay taxes, and the chart I have up on the screen in front of you now shows what the typical tax rate is for people in different income levels. So for instance, if we have a married couple with an income of between $75,000 and $151,000, they're in a 25% tax bracket. If their income is higher, that bracket goes up. It's called progressive tax rates. Now, we need to add to this the fact that there's also a state tax that they're paying. If in some states, like the state of Arizona, a state tax credit is offered, they would receive a tax credit of up to, in Arizona for instance, $1,000 against their Arizona income taxes. So this is the Arizona income tax table. So if a person is making between $50,000 and $150,000, add to that federal tax rate another 4% tax rate, or really looking at that $1,000, if they're paying more than $1,000 in Arizona state taxes, they would get be able to qualify for that. But not all states offer state level solar subsidy tax credits, so you just need to make sure you understand what's in effect in the state that you're in. So just as an example, let's just say that our solar customer has a income of $50,000 a year. Their tax rate would be 25%. That's saying that they're paying taxes of $12,500. So they would be able to receive a tax credit, be able to use a tax credit in the first year of up to $12,500. So let me just show you the Federal Form 1040. This is just an example tax form where somebody's putting in their wages and tip income and so forth. Go down to page 2. In this case, they're taking a standard, they're using itemized deductions, which shelters some of that income. And because of a bunch of other deducts that they have, their net tax in this case, which is extremely low, is in line 56. That's their tax due. So this person would not be able to take advantage of the tax credits we're talking about. They did have $5,000 withheld from their paychecks during the course of the year, but since they only owed $481, they got this big fat income tax return. So because they overpaid, they had more withdrawn. So if your customer has their 1040 handy, take a look at line 61. That's the tax credit. That's the amount of income tax that could be available for income tax credits. And so this person got a $4,500 refund on their $5,000. If they went solar, they would have gotten all of the $5,000 back. But you'll find most of our customers are paying well over $5,000 in taxes. And so it'll only increase the amount of refund that they will receive when they go solar. This is an image of the Federal Tax Form 5695. This is where a homeowner would take advantage of the residential energy tax credits. Really quite easy. This attaches then into their income tax 1040 form, and they would basically be putting the information in that we provide to them off of their invoice for what their solar system cost. And then this line 6 is they basically take the total cost of their system times 30%, and this is the amount that then transfers in as a deduct against their taxes on their federal form 1040. So at the end of the day, when you're explaining this part of our proposal tool, you can see we have the system cost of $37,000. This is the federal tax credit, which will apply to those all those forms and this information I've just provided to you. Good luck and good selling, and give us a call if you have any further questions about tax credits.